Hi, and welcome to this advanced course on Mastering ElasticSearch 5.0, a follow-up to the introductory course entitled Learning ElasticSearch 5.0. ElasticSearch is an ultra-fast distributed search and analytics engine powered by the Apache Lucene project. The core intuition behind ElasticSearch is the provision of powerful search and analytics across massive datasets in orders of petabytes. I'm Ethan Anthony, and I'll be your guide on this exciting learning journey. About me: aside from being a San Francisco-based data scientist, I'm also the founder of XResults, where the goal is to improve data analysis through our internet-scale shared analytics model. Otherwise, my knowledge and interaction with ElasticSearch predates 2012 and reached an apex after I delivered a high-level seminar on ElasticSearch in the cloud while in a big data analytics course at Harvard University. Afterwards, I was inspired to help others better understand and implement ElasticSearch and related technologies. Professionally, I've consulted globally for a broad range of clientele, from the US to the Far East. Before continuing the course overview, I want to quickly mention that while the hows and the how-tos of a technology are supremely important, equally important are the whys. ElasticSearch is designed specifically to be an easy to set up and get running technology. But simply understanding the hows and the how-tos would quickly lead to trouble, hence the double-edged sword of ElasticSearch. On one side, ElasticSearch is easy to set up, abstracts away from complexity associated with complex search technologies, scales beautifully, and has rich out-of-the-box features and associated technologies via the Elastic Stack and the newly introduced Elastic Cloud. However, on the other side, there exists the risk of having poorly managed indices, inefficient queries which result in high overhead, the security no-no of having a web-facing cluster, or clusters used as primary data stores. And these are but a few of the many pitfalls that newbies to ElasticSearch get lulled into. I was inspired to accept the challenge of delivering Mastering ElasticSearch 5.0 because setting up and maintaining healthy, production-grade Elasticsearch clusters should be a standard part of your repertoire. And upon successful completion of this course, that should be the case. In this first video, we will walk through a course overview of Mastering ElasticSearch 5.0. This course can be thought of as being separated into three main parts. First, exploring the power of ElasticSearch. Next, production and performance. And third, we round things up with a machine learning walkthrough and some helpful tips. More specifically, in exploring the power of ElasticSearch, we start with a quick review of ElasticSearch fundamentals. We then move into the components that make up ElasticSearch and conclude with interaction with an ElasticSearch cluster. In regards to ElasticSearch in production, we begin by looking into the details of setting up a production cluster. Next, we discuss the best techniques and configurations for securing an ElasticSearch cluster. We also learn about monitoring ElasticSearch and the importance of having a dedicated monitoring cluster. Finally, we examine backups and how to configure repositories and snapshots in ElasticSearch. With machine learning and tips, we start by working through an example of recently implemented machine learning application in ElasticSearch, and we round up our learning journey with a summary of tips. Before we start our journey, however, preparation is key. As such, there are three main installations needed before you can get started. They include the latest updated version of Java 8, the ElasticSearch 5 download, and the latest version of XPack. As for the goals of this course, first and foremost, with a focus on areas such as index management and query relevancy, we aim to harness the full power of ElasticSearch. And by gaining in-depth understanding of production prep, security, monitoring, and backups, the goal is also to learn how to develop long-standing clusters. And finally, after putting it all together, the goal is to learn how to leverage machine learning to create anomaly detection systems. Also note that to complete this course, you will need foundational knowledge of ElasticSearch. If you are new to ElasticSearch, I highly recommend that you start with our Learning ElasticSearch 5.0 course. And that concludes this overview of Mastering ElasticSearch 5.0.